guaranteed 30 bibliomancies where I dip into a book randomly, find a sentence, and see if I can understand something about what it's telling me about the universe. Now, when I guaranteed I would do it to myself, guaranteed that I would do it for 30 days straight, I hadn't thought it through and realized that this morning I actually have to be out of the house horribly early. So this is an early morning bibliomancy. And the book I've randomly picked off my office shelf rather than the big bookshelves downstairs. It's one that I've based a lot of my work on. My fingers found Mihai Csikszentmihalyi's book Flow. I open it at random. I turn on a light because I can't see a damn thing these days. And here's the first sentence I come to. On the other hand, many individuals continue to go to great lengths to preserve enjoyment in whatever they do. Well, there we go. It's a simple truth. Many people will go to great lengths to preserve enjoyment in whatever they do. Now, enjoyment is, of course, neither a positive nor a negative quality. We can thoroughly enjoy something which is thoroughly bad for us. We can thoroughly enjoy things which are really horrible for other people. Enjoyment is simply your body's system, your body-mind's system of rewarding you for what you're doing in the short term. Now, I place enjoyment and pleasure at the heart of all of my coaching, all of my mentoring, all of my training. But we have to be sophisticated in understanding what enjoyment means. I should note, and I happen to know, Csikszentmihalyi uses words like enjoyment and pleasure in very precise ways. I use them slightly differently. I also use them in precise ways, but slightly different ways to the way that Csikszentmihalyi does. But I would suggest that if we're going to put pleasure or enjoyment at the heart of our processes of growth and learning, we need to be sophisticated in understanding what we mean by enjoyment. And particularly, just as a starting point on this early Friday morning, we might want to differentiate between the Greek hedonia, which is short-term enjoyment, which is perhaps immediate gratification, and eudaimonia, which is long-term enjoyment. And as you are trying to plan your day or plan your next week, I would suggest there needs to be a combination of stuff which is short-term, yeah, I really enjoy this, and long-term, I don't necessarily so much enjoy this, but I am really aware of the long-term benefit it's giving me, and I'm enjoying the long-term effects of this. I'm enjoying knowing I'm achieving something. I'm getting something off my to-do list. I'm moving one step closer to my goal. I'm getting through something which is difficult, and I'm developing self-respect in doing so. So people will spend a lot of time preserving their enjoyment and a lot of effort preserving their enjoyment. One of the ways for us to use that human desire to have enjoyment is to be sophisticated in understanding what we actually mean by enjoyment, short-term enjoyment or long-term enjoyment. This is a way of making sure that whatever we have to do, even if it's something we don't really want to do, whatever we have to do, we can find the reason why we want to do it. I often say, because pleasure is at the heart of my work, but I often say it's not about doing what you want. It's about finding what you want in what has to be done. Or another way of putting that, it's not about doing what you like. It's about finding what you like in what needs to be done. So there we go, whether it's short-term pleasure or long-term pleasure you're accessing today, as you do your work, as you do everything you do today, note for yourself what delights you in there. If reaching out to work with me delights you, drop me an email or a message or send a carrier pigeon, something. Be in touch. I'd love to coach you, mentor you, work with you, be with you. Have a day full of enjoyment. Take care now.